Ooh, sorry. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I didn't mean to cough as soon as I came on camera. Yeah, so I hope you're having a great day. It is our bonus live Friday. This is where I get to share some really fun tips and tricks in the area that we're working on for the month. So I hope you guys are having a really good week. I hope you're getting lots and lots done in the closet because we're really starting to wind down in that area. And before we start the next area in November, I would love for most, if not all of you, to be happy and thrilled with all the progress that you made in the closet so far. Hi, Sandy. So, this bonus live is one of my favorites. It's an organizing inspiration live. This is where I show you different options that are available for keeping your closet streamlined and organized. So, you're working really, really hard to get rid of the clutter. You're working hard to create a routine to keep the stuff in your closet where it belongs. Today's goal is to give you tools and shortcuts to help make that easier, to help you keep your things in their homes and to constantly be putting them all the way away where they specifically belong. I do have a couple shortcuts that I'm going to share with you for those days when we don't want to put things all the way away. But more often than not, as long as you use an organizer that's easy for you to keep up with, doesn't have a lot of steps to get access to it, it's going to make it more likely that you're going to stick with your new closet setup going forward. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and get set up. This is going to be a presentation. So that means I have to be there and we are going to start there. Okay. So this is organizing inspiration for the master closet. Now, most of these ideas will hello, Carolyn, will pertain to the master closet, but you can use it in other closets if you have clothes in those areas that you want to streamline and organize. Now, remember, you guys, the whole reason why we're doing this project is so that you have a closet that is only filled with clothes you love to wear. Like, do you ever get done doing laundry and you're like, oh, I hope my favorite pair of pants are clean, or I hope my sweater is in my closet so I can wear it because it's so warm and comfy and cozy? I want you to feel that way about most, if not all of the things in your closet because clothes are expensive, right? So you deserve to have a collection of items that you love to wear all the time. So all the things make you excited, right? So that means you sort what you have and keep only what you love. If you see an item that you're not routinely wearing, that is a clue that either it's the wrong time of season, it doesn't fit, or you don't love it. And depending on the answer to that question is going to determine if it deserves a spot in your closet. So always be on the lookout for things that you don't love. Get them on out of there so you can make room for the things that you do. All right. So what are your organizing options in a closet? Well, you can use collapsible storage bins. Those are the ones that break down and get small so that you don't have to use them all the time. Baskets could be wicker. Make sure they're cloth lined so they don't snag your clothes. Plastic and even cardboard baskets that you can use to hold different things. Shelf dividers, I'll show you an example of those later. Those are the plastic dividers that clip onto a shelf, making it easy for stacked clothes to keep from falling over. Plastic cubes, shelf risers, jewelry hangers. I have an example of those. Hat boxes that you can use to store things other than hats. Deep bins or baskets, so really deep ones that'll go on the floor, hooks of all kinds, and all-in-one organizers. All right, we're going to start out first with some examples of how you can store and keep organized different accessories in your closet. First up, I share a closet with my husband. We have a large walk-in closet. He's on one side, I'm on the other, and he has a large collection of baseball hats. And for the longest time, he stacked them up on a shelf, and he just didn't like the way that worked because his hats would cave in. So we finally decided to get this organizer. It's this accordion hook organizer. You know, the accordion ones that you see all the time. Well, he installed it vertically and put the hats on it. And at first it didn't work that well because they would fall off, but then he found a way to make it so the hats would stay on it. And this is actually working really well. It can hold about 30 to 40 hats very easily. The ones he wears all the time are on the outside. The ones he doesn't wear often are on the inside. And it just makes his closet nicer because now he freed up a full shelf of space that he was keeping his hats on. You can also use the accordion I guess it's an organizer for scarves, for belts, for clothes, whatever it is. But it works great and it's a great option to consider. Hooks. Hooks are my favorite thing. We have them all over, not all over, we have them in our closet and in our bathroom. And it allows me to hang things that I like to wear often, like these what do you call them, coveralls. I wear them all the time and I don't always want to put them on a hanger and put them away. So this is one of those shortcuts that you can use for items that you just don't have the energy or the time at the end of the day to put them all the way away. Instead of dropping them on the floor, put a few command hooks up on the wall and you can hang things there. It allows you to skip that final step, putting things away, but it also keeps your closet looking neat and organized. And then the next day you can decide if that belongs in the hamper, if you're going to wear it again, or if you want to put it away. Hooks are a great shortcut to utilize in a closet. Use hangers to hold necklaces and other accessories. So this, I believe this was a DIY project this person did. They bought a wooden hanger, drilled little holes in it, screwed these hooks underneath, and hung all the jewelry on it. You can also purchase these online if you want to have one that's pre-made. But it hangs great. It holds all the jewelry nice and neatly, and things don't get tangled. So it is a really great option to consider. If you have a lot of purses, you can just take a shelf in your closet and dedicate that to the storage of your purses. Take those plastic shopping bags that you get when you go shopping at the store, ball those up and fill your purse to the fullness that it requires to hold its form. Because if you just store things this way, they might collapse and you might lose that shape and you might get creases in that material that's hard to correct, especially if you only use a purse once or twice a year. So stuff it with plastic bags, zip it, snap it shut, and then you could put it on the shelf. If you would rather, after you stuff it, because that's an important step to use no matter how you store your purses, you can use one of these hanging purse organizers. They sell these on Amazon and on Etsy, and it allows you to put all your purses together. There's one on each side. They're clear so you can see what you have there, and it just hangs right on the hook in your closet. All right, so let's talk about seasonal items or linens, things that don't get used often, but you still want to store them in an efficient way. Use cube bins to hold seasonal clothes. This is actually what I use for seasonal clothes that I tend to wear sometimes in a different season, right? So it's like 35 degrees at night right now, but it still hovers between 50 and 65 during the day. And I like tank tops. So I have certain things that I keep out year round. And I use these cube organizers. This is actually my closet where I can keep these things so I can still access them, but they're not hanging in my prime real estate area. I like to hang things that I'm actively wearing and use the cube bins for storing the things that I still want to have access to, but they don't need to be out in the open. Zipper bags also work great. And these are for seasonal clothes that I'm absolutely not going to wear until that season returns. So capris, bathing suit, shorts, sandals, things like that will not get worn for me until the weather warms up again. So I can put them in zipper bags, making it look neater inside my closet. And I like the see-through zipper bags so I can kind of get a sneak peek of what's inside. Like I can see these are my dressy tank tops and I can see these are sweaters and hoodies. So I can easily identify what's there without having to pull things down and zip it open and see. You can also put labels on the outside. These are summer capris and shorts. These are winter coats and sweaters. And that too will make it easier for you to know what's inside. Baskets are great for all kinds of items. Just make sure they're not going to snag the things that you store inside. So you can use these to put winter hats and gloves in, scarves that you wear throughout the year. The shawls that I love to have, I guess they're called smocks, that I love to have can go inside. Wraparounds for your bathing suit can go inside. Pajamas, socks, even undergarments. Baskets work great. They look nice from the outside and they're efficient on the inside. Okay, so let's look at a few other organizing options that you can use in your closet. First up are these shelf hanging shelf organizers that they sell at Walmart, Target, Amazon, and other places. These are great if you have a small closet or you don't have a lot of dresser space and you need to create more space. I use these in my grandson's bedroom and in our one bedroom here at the house. It really does give you a lot more storage options without having to have a dresser in the room, which is one of my all-time favorite organizing hacks. Keep dressers out of the bedroom. You can use this to give you more folding area in a closet. They also have longer options available with drawers. So you could put tank tops like I have up here. You could put socks and underwear in this one. You can have sweatpants here, pajamas there, belts and other accessories there, and jeans. It really does hold a lot more clothes than if you were just hanging them. So they are a great option to consider. Just make sure you get one that has the cardboard inserts so it holds its shape for longer. Boxes work great. If you don't mind an extra step of removing a lid and putting it back on, boxes are great for seasonal items. Sweaters that you wear in the winter, tights that you wear in the fall or the spring, heavy duty warm socks that you want to store away while the warmer months are here. Boxes look nice on a shelf and they really are efficient for storing away things you don't wear very often. Install drawers for more space. This is what we did in our closet because when we got rid of our dressers, I did have things that I wanted to keep inside of drawers. And that was basically bras, slips, underwear, tank tops, things like that. Things that are hard to keep folded and stacked on a shelf. So you could purchase these online at Walmart or even like Lowe's or Home Depot. Make sure you take your measurements. Make sure you get a size that is still allow you to hang things up here. Like you can hang some really short items up here if you need to. It just helps you open up the options of storage inside of your closet. Cubbies are also a great way to store shoes specifically. If you have a lot of sweatshirts, you can roll those up and tuck them inside of the cubbies. If you don't want to build cubbies like this one, you can purchase them online. I noticed on Amazon when I was doing the links for the Saturday email that goes out tomorrow, there's a lot of shoe cubby options that you can purchase that are really quite affordable. You can put shoe cubbies on a shelf in a closet, on a floor, or get a freestanding vertical option that you can stick in the corner of your closet. It won't really take up a lot of hanging space, but it'll give you so many more options for sweatshirts or sweaters or shoes like this. Okay, let's talk hanging clothes because for everybody that's watching, hanging clothes are probably something that you have in your closet. How you organize your hanging clothes is entirely up to you. So I organize my hanging clothes completely different than my husband organizes his. So there are basically, I think, 3 ways that I'm going to talk about for your hanging clothes. Might be 4, I can't quite remember. But the first one is by style. That's how my husband organizes his clothes, by style. So he likes to have all of his t-shirts in one section, all of his polo short sleeve shirts in the next section, all of his button-up dress shirts in another section, and all of his long dress pants in another section. That for him makes sense because it allows him to grab each component easily. So he is a by style person that likes to hang his things in that way. You could do it by color, and that's how I organize my clothes. I have all my grays, blacks, greens, reds, blues, and so on. For me, color makes more sense because that is just how I see things when I'm looking in my closet. And then finally, you can mix or match. So you could do it by style and color within that style. And so you could do your pants black all the way to white. You could do your shirts black all the way to white, and so on. It just mixes and matches the 2 components into one so that it makes sense for you. Remember, how you see things organized is not going to be the same way your spouse sees his things organized. So don't organize his area, just work on yours. And hopefully, leading by example, they'll get excited to start making a few changes with their own collection of clothes. Okay, let's talk about shelves. Use sturdy bins for heavy items. So in my closet, we don't have a linen closet. It goes bedroom, bathroom, closet. Yes, you have to walk through our bathroom to get to the closet. So we have to keep all of our linen items inside of our closet. And that's what I store inside of these heavy duty plastic baskets. I can put soaps, extra shampoos, body lotion, skin lotion, razors, these loofahs that I like to use can all go in these bins. They're up a little bit high, but the bins are sturdy, so I can pull them out, making it easy for me to access them, even though they are kind of heavy. I'm not in these bins except at the beginning of each month when I refill my shampoo bottles and replace my loofahs and my razors and toothbrushes. So I'm really not in these bins very often. So it allows me to keep those things up higher and save my prime real estate for the things I do use often. So if you have to double duty your master closet with your linen items, baskets work great. Canvas cubes are my favorite thing to use for holding extra clothes. These cubes break down and go flat, so you could have extra cubes stored. I have some stored behind these if I need to use them. But this first one is where I keep all of my pajamas. This second one is where I keep extra tank tops. This third one is where I keep my leggings. And this fourth one is miscellaneous items. These bins are super easy for me to grab things. I can just tip them down, see what I want, pull them out, and get dressed. And it allows me to put things away without having to fold them. Now, I don't always fold my clothes. And the reason is I just don't have time to fold my clothes every time. It's not a requirement of me to have an organized space. I'm a visually organized person. And by using these cubes, I can take advantage of my strengths and my weaknesses. So the cubes allow me to toss things in without having to fold. And that encourages me to use this setup more efficiently. So see what I do here? I could just pull it open, fold, grab what I want to wear, put the cube back in place, and I'm all good and ready to go. Rolling clothes is quicker than folding, and it removes creases if that's something that you want to do. And actually, this is a skirt, and this is, what do you call a sarong that you tie around your waist with a bathing suit? So they're different items, but I can tell by the color and design exactly what it is because they are rolled. They show more of a pattern. It allows me to choose what I want more easily. Use shelf dividers instead of containers. So if you're a super visual person, you don't like the idea of solid containers, then these plastic shelf dividers are exactly what you need. They sell them on Amazon.com and they allow you to fold things that routinely tip over and they can hold them in place. And you can slide them, making them different sizes. So this one is skinny to hold my tank tops, and this one is a bit wider to hold my capris. And I can see very easily what I have in there without having to go digging through things. Okay, so now let's finish up with a closet layout. I guess there's one more thing after this, but first we're going to talk about how you lay out your closet so that you're excited to keep it neat and put away. Okay. So first up, this is my closet. I don't have a very large closet. I only have two sides, this back side and then this skinny left side. So this is how I have everything organized in my closet. So down in these baskets, that's where my personal items are. My dressy clothes are hanging in the middle. My daily wear is hanging on the left. My pajamas and other miscellaneous items are in these bins. My toiletries are in these plastic storage bins. And then my seasonal items are in these zipper bags up above. I don't keep a lot out. Oh, and then my pants are already here, my sweatpants and jeans. I don't keep a lot out because I don't really have a lot of options. I work from home. I don't have a lot of reason to have business outdoor clothes. So I've really pared down over the years. Actually, a couple of these sweaters I don't even have anymore. And a lot of these shirts I've streamlined as well. So as I bring in something new, I like to remove something old because I'm updating my clothes collection. I'm not adding to my clothes collection. So when you think of it that way, I am updating the clothes that I have. It makes it easier for you to replace things instead of adding to what you own in your closet. Does that make sense? Replacing and updating are friendlier words that we can use when we're cleaning out and organizing this space. Now, this is just an image I took off of online. This is not somebody's closet that I know, but this is a more full version of a closet. So it's okay. I don't have a problem with this closet, but there's still a lot in there, but they have things folded and put into each area so that it fits and makes sense. So if you have a closet that is full with a lot of clothes, go vertical, go horizontal, get the clothes in their area so that you can see what's in there, making it easier for you to choose an outfit. Use clear containers so you can see what's inside. Use bins down on the bottom for smaller items and put them down low so you can see what's inside. Utilize to your strengths so that you keep up with your new setup. If you have a lot of jewelry and you have a lot of handbags and you like to see what you own, a display style closet might be the option for you. So you can hang pegboards on one side, removing some of the hanging space that you have, and really display the items that you wear. Same with your purses, same with your other pocketbook items. Also, you can install permanent drawers in your closet if you don't like the freestanding like I use that you can get at Lowe's. I showed that a few slides back. You can permanently install things in your closet to make things, I don't know, more permanent. I guess I'm using that word permanent so many times, but not everybody wants to rearrange your closet. If you're a once and done kind of person, then a permanent drawer slide out display setup might be best for you. And finally, this is another one that I got online, and it's a little bit too perfect for me, but if you are a minimalist and you don't have a lot of items, then this might be a good way for you to set things up. It just shows how you can have a small wardrobe in a big closet space and keep things neat and streamlined. Finally, this is the last section. We are going to talk about the upkeep that you could do to keep your closet from getting cluttered and messy and chaotic once you get this month completed. Keep your closet a space that is streamlined and easy to keep that way. That is just a reminder to use organizers that make sense to you, something that you know you're going to be able to keep up with. Here's a great example. My husband has shelves of shoe boxes in his closet, and he stores miscellaneous items in those shoe boxes. Some might have shoes, some might have belts, some might have shoe polish inside. You have no idea what's inside. He knows what is where, even without labels. That setup works for him. For me, I like clear zipper bags, I like plastic bins, and I like cloth cubes. That works for me. Our closets side by side, but they're two completely different organized areas. So that all to say, there's no rules, you guys. Use the things that you know you can keep up with. Gradually declutter going forward. Have a donation bag or a box in your closet all the time going forward. So anytime you find something that you no longer need, use, or want, if it's stained, torn, snagged, it doesn't fit you, get rid of it. Either toss it or donate it. Just get it out of your closet so you can free up space for the things that you love. And finally, remember to use the hanger trick to keep only the clothes that you love. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. If you missed that training, please go watch it. It's in the Members Hub. But the hanger trick is by far the easiest and my favorite way to make sure that I'm staying on top of the clothes in my closet. I don't get overstuffed. I don't get too many things. And I'm only keeping the things that I wear consistently and routinely. And that is it for our organizing inspiration for the master closet. I hope you found some really great ideas that you can use to streamline a closet area that you love and is easy to keep neat and put away. Okay, before I go, just a little bit of housekeeping. I will be back on Monday with is this our last one? This might be our last one in the closet because I think we have a bonus week I'm doing something fun for. So next week is our last project in the master closet. Use this weekend to really do a hard push, work on the floor, work on the shelves, work on the hanging areas, whatever areas you're working on, and do your best to get caught up so that you can finish strong on our final project. All right, you guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a great day, a wonderful weekend. Take care and happy decluttering. Bye, everybody.